Hello everyone, and welcome back to another community update vlog here on the Pixel Biology channel. And this week's been a little bit of a doozy of a week. Yeah, if you guys weren't around last week, in the last week's community update vlog, I talked really openly and honestly about the whys and the hows of how Seri gets sick so often and why that is, and how that affects the channel. And it was probably the most frightening, painful, honest, raw thing I have ever done to make that vlog and then put it forward. And yet the response to it was life-changing. I really don't think it is wrong to say that your guys' response to that was absolutely life-changing for me and has really helped me kind of look at the channel and look at my interactions with it in a whole new way. And so I just wanted to say that to you guys. I won't babble about it too much because we're going to talk about all of the awesome adventures and the games and the upcoming excitement that we have in our community, but I just wanted to say thank you to all of you. I am still processing the extremely emotional response I have to all of those comments and messages, and I will be replying to them as I can gear up the energy. It's kind of been like playing catch up this week. You slip and get sick for a few days, and I actually wasn't able to do any work for quite a bit this week, and that was very alarming and upsetting for me because remember, you guys, it's all very nice to say, oh, I'll get plenty of rest, don't worry, it'll be okay. But I'm still, like, right now, the one who needs to worry about paying a lot of the major bills in our family, and that's a big deal. And so you can't just, like, put your work aside. You have to find a way to balance it. And it's kind of hard when, like, this week I've been just riddled with fevers. I have a little bit of a fever right now, and you just kind of have to learn how to work with it. And I'll talk about more of those things on the vlog channel in the future. But I just wanted to say thank you guys. And I just wanted to explain that, yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better, but that doesn't mean I'm always going to be like at 100% like when I start to get a little bit better. And that's why some of the things are kind of still missing, and I apologize for that. But it's just this thing where I'm having to fight a little bit more than I've had to in the past with where my energy level is at, and then where I want to like push things for all of our adventures and stories. So if you haven't seen the things that you really miss, like I know our Star Stable and Zoo Tycoon 2 people are going absolutely badonkers because they have no idea where their stuff is, and they're like, what's going on, Seri? It's just because my energy levels are really fluctuating really high right now. Like 1 second I'll have all this energy and the next second I won't have any. Then I have all this energy and then I won't have any. And because we put out so much content, I only have so much energy before all of a sudden I'm scraping at the bottom of the tank and I'm like, ah. Now I have to wait until I get that energy back to be able to do more. So yeah, that's all. That's all I'll say about that, because like those are the more serious things that we will talk about on the vlog channel if you happen to be interested. But yeah, so I am feeling a little bit better, but just to clarify for especially some of you who are younger, the kind of things that I've got going on in my life mean that it's kind of like the tide. It's not like getting a cold where you get better and the cold is in your past. It's like the tide where it comes in and now you have your fevers and you're tired and then it recedes and you feel good for a little while, but just like the tide, it's going to come back after a little bit. So that's why my energy levels are kind of like always doing this and it's been a little bit of a ride lately, more so than it usually is. I'm blaming the pollen because that's a convenient answer right now. I actually have a new little humidifier. If you look up in the top corner, you might be able to see like the little smoky bubble from the humidifier. I think it's really cool. It's like a little wizarding thing. It feels really good too. So we've got some things going and I am taking care of myself a lot more lately. But if there's like videos missing here and there, or if I haven't posted a certain series in a while, just go ahead and ask. Most likely the answer is it's not canceled because I love all of our adventures and our stories. I've just been running out of energy a little bit faster than usual. And I still will make the push though, especially with our big hitter series like Warriors and Zoo Crafting, to make sure that we have our amazing adventures. Not only because I want to have them there for you guys, not only because I absolutely love telling the adventures, and not only because like they pay my bills, like that's literally something that has to happen to take care of my family, but just because like I get really excited, like, to tell them, and I love it. It really does make my day better when people are like, well, what do you want to do today? And the answer is usually tell stories, go on adventures. That's why this amazing adventure and opportunity goes so well hand in hand with my heart's desires, because this is what I wish I could be doing. And so it's not like I'm trying to abandon a series or ignore that there's a wonderful fan base for certain things out there. Trust me. It's just sometimes I have to work with my energy levels, and I hope you guys can understand that. So all of that seriousness put to the side because I want to talk about more cheerful and happy things. That's what Seri wants to do right now. It's been a pretty fun week. So we've been trying to catch up on our series, and I feel like I'm going to need a little bit more time to be able to keep catching up on more of them. Hopefully, if I have the energy, I'm going to do some Star Stable in just a little bit here. But yeah, and to try to help out with all of that, I've gotten a lot more organized, and that's usually because of Anasia. So Anasia, without even knowing it, she talks about organization a lot, especially in her tweets, and it got me kind of addicted to doing all sorts of different ways of organizing my series and the thoughts. And I actually, in my Evernote files here, which is part of the new organization technique, have a whole section dedicated to your guys' comments ideas. So when you guys leave like ideas in different series, we're like, oh, Seri, what if this happens in zoo crafting? Like somebody, I think it was Magical Mythic Panda Cookies or something like that in zoo crafting, commented today, hey, why don't you have some like huts in the safari zone in zoo crafting that sell those wooden masks that you see for sale in Africa. And I thought that sounded really cool. So that went into that section with a little notation of who came up with that idea. So I am keeping track of your guys' ideas better. Sorry about that. I'm a little tired right now. Of your guys' ideas better that way. And it's really fun because anytime I need a little bit of inspiration to kind of like help me get motivated and help me go, okay, I can do this, then I'll crack open like all of our amazing scrapbooks full of fan art, or I'll pull up that list of ideas and be like, whoa, that's really cool. I really need to do that. So-and-so came up with an awesome idea. I do that for pretty much all of our series. So never hesitate to contribute your ideas. And who knows, even if I can't use it, you might inspire somebody else. And that's one of the wonderful, beautiful things about our community. Speaking of the wonderful and beautiful things about our community, the snail mail invasion has entered day 2 of 3. And it's been an emotional roller coaster for me because that has been so amazing. It's always stunning to me in the first place that somebody wants to send me mail, and in the second place to open it up and see like, wow, this is like really, our adventures make somebody this happy. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to me. And if you guys want to see me like freak out and be near tears half the time in gratitude and excitement over seeing like in my hands what our adventures have meant for you guys, then you can see the snail mail episodes, and I just hope that those especially can show you guys how much all of this means to me, like how much all of this means to me. I really do want to put my whole heart and all of my effort into it, and I think I do a good job of doing that, and I'm going to continue to do a good job of doing that, which is why I'm trying to get more organized, so hopefully I can start catching up on more series, because oh my goodness, it's going to be so much fun to dive into things. Like Tuesday, there's supposedly going to be this big announcement on Sims 4 that's going to talk about the free content, the like download content, which is pretty much all their content now, but I mean like, you know, like the stuff pack content and then the expansion pack content. Rumor has it they're going to talk about like all of the big things they have coming up for several months on Tuesday. So I might even do like a reaction video to that if you guys are interested, because I'm still a huge simmer. That's still like the URL of my YouTube channel is Seri Sims. There's a reason for that. I started off on Sims and now we've grown into this amazing thing. So I'm really excited to see what comes out on Tuesday, because who knows what's going to happen. And I've really missed Sims 4, and I'm kind of thinking of playing with like doing little movie explanations of plots and characters. And well, as characters, you know, the Sims, it's hard to call them characters because when you're playing Sims, they kind of do their own thing. And you just follow along and go, okay, you tell me the story. Oh my, oh dear. I don't think they should woohoo in that bush, but okay. And like, you just follow along with it and sometimes direct it a little bit. So I'm playing around with the idea of kind of like doing the little cutscenes like we do in Warrior Cats in the beginning of my Sims videos, probably for 101 Dalmatians and Sims 4, because it's also a great way to recap and understand what the current situation is without it just being like us watching the Sim walk to the bathroom to go pee and like I'm monologuing over that to be like, yeah, so and so's doing this and this right now. So hopefully it'll make it a little more interesting. That's why Sims 4 has kind of been not showing up as it usually does, because I'm still trying to figure out like how to do that, since in Sims 3 and 2 I can do that because we have so many mods. In Sims 4 it's still kind of touchy on adding in that level of modding. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. And Taito Ecology, that is a game that April, the wonderful Violinaria, I linked to her channel in the Taito Ecology video, so if you guys will go and say thank you to her, she's absolutely awesome. And she's back from when I was in Time Shot before I decided I couldn't take another moment of vanilla Minecraft because it was killing me and I couldn't handle it any longer. and she's so sweet. And so she donated Taito Ecology, or I say, well, you know, she gifted me Taito Ecology, and it was a lot of fun. I was really surprised, and the response to it has been really amazing. So I'm going to try to bring that out pretty often if I can, if not every day or every other day, at least a couple times a week, because we have a lot of series, you guys. We have a lot of series, and I'm trying to limit myself to doing like 6 videos a day maximum, and then just like pushing the schedule for other things, like, oh dear, where's an empty slot, and then like sticking that video like what in the first empty slot. That looks like how it might have to be, just because I think an 8 to 9 episode schedule, like a day schedule, is sort of wearing me out, which it would anybody, including you guys who would be watching. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Now I'm babbling, I'm sorry. I get really excited when I start talking to you guys. So yeah, Taito Ecology, really amazed and impressed by the response to it, and yeah, I'm going to keep that going. I'm really glad you guys truly do enjoy learning as we play games, and I think that's one of the most awesome things I've been able to do, is to educate while we're enjoying games and adventures and storytelling. It's been really fun. And then let me think. So yeah, I already told you guys where all the series are. Hopefully they're coming. Don't be afraid to kindly speak about the things you miss, and know that I see that and that I try to use that to help me arrange my schedule. And oh my goodness. Yeah, let's see. I've been enjoying Stardew Valley. I've really loved Stardew Valley. It's kind of like that rare relaxation game for me. And it's really funny because Chips will be like, well, then why don't you just play it on your own? And I'm like, but half the fun for me playing anything anymore is being able to share it with you guys. It really is. So that's why it's something that like comes out every day. It's because it's like my happy time, my Seri happy time. And then getting it up to you guys is also half of the fun, because then I get to share the story and the adventures and the discoveries with you guys. And that's what I love about doing that. And then let's see, what else is going on? I really loved the time lapse that we tried in zoo crafting, so that was really fun. You can expect more of that in the future because it went really well. It took me a little while to set up, and man, that hour long, I was pretty exhausted by the time I finished it. But we'll do things like that in the future because I think they're a great way just to pass some of the time. And hopefully, I really liked how we had the like path that we built this Saturday, and I sprinkled facts about giraffes along the way, and then we got to kind of learn about it as we went. That was really fun too. So hopefully there'll be more stuff like that in the future. And then what else do we have going on? Warriors is being amazing. If you haven't seen today's episode, ooh, the drama got kicked up a little bit. The drama definitely got kicked up a little bit. We've been doing a lot of straw polls for both Warriors and for zoo crafting, so you guys can contribute all sorts of ideas, and you guys can throw in all sorts of opportunities that you may not quite know what the results would be, but will be dictated by you guys through those straw polls. It's really fun. It's kind of like blind choices, where I present a whole bunch of choices for you guys. You don't know what those choices may result in, but you as a community pick them and then get to see like opening up the package and like, so what did you guys pick? Let's see what's inside. I really love that. I think it's a lot of fun, and I hope you guys enjoy that too. And there's been some really fun vlogs lately. I've had a chance to go and watch the goose who always glares at me with what I call snake neck, when she puts her little head low to the ground and glowers at me from her nest. That's behind the gas station near our house. I walk over there every now and then and get some video of her. Not much is going on lately. She's just kind of sitting on the nest, there we go, and glaring at me while her mate just is asleep in a corner. So we'll have to see if we have any goslings from that nest in a couple weeks or so. Seeing a lot of the northern water snakes lately, so you should be seeing more specimen spotlights and more vlogs over on the vlog channel with those guys. This week I'm hoping my package for my Gouldian finches will arrive so I can properly set up their cages. These are the 2 breeding cages that I'm going to occupy. This one with Ocean persimmon and this one with silverberry and blueberry. So we're gonna see if we have Gouldian finch babies. And if you look over the vlog channel and you go there, then you'll be able to see me as I set up the cages and I show you guys what their diet's going to be like for breeding, and we can kind of see whether or not they're trying to court each other, or if it's a dud where they're just like, I'm not really feeling this mate this year, I want somebody different. Sometimes that happens. Alcyon and persimmon are majorly bonded, but silverberry has been showing interest in multiple females, so if he and blueberry don't really take, I might try him with a different female, so we'll have to see what happens, because I want to get blue babies, but I think that Blueberry's sisters who are also in there might be split for blue. Anyway, that's Gouldian finch babble, and you will definitely see more of that over on the vlog channel coming up, because it is breeding season and they have been letting me know very loudly and noisily. So that's that. And then also just to keep in mind, oh, and then the other thing is I'm beginning to think, and you let me know if this is totally unacceptable, you guys, and I need to think about changing things up in a different way, but I'm beginning to think I might start doing Warriors just 4 times a week because I'm trying to do a trade-off where there's much longer episodes that go up to 30 or even 40 minutes, and that's a trade-off for having maybe episodes only on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. So you'll still have the weekend, will definitely have 2 episodes, and then Tuesday and Thursday may only have an episode like twice during the midweek, but I'm thinking of doing that. I may not go through with that because it's our most popular series right now, and because I truly feel like it's like the thing I have worked towards all of this time. Like my skills are at their peak right now with what I'm doing in Warrior Cats. But it takes a long time to make it. Like one episode often can take up to 2.5, 3 hours. And so as a result, a lot of my other series suffer. And then there's a lot of people who don't watch Warrior Cats who really like our other stuff. And so then suddenly I'm like in this awkward position going, what do? So that may happen, but also because it does take me so long and I need to start preparing because May is going to be a very busy month. I am going on so many adventures. As I mentioned last week, a big part of how I'm trying to kind of handle my health and my future is by kind of taking advantage of life while I can right now. And before I get too emotional thinking about that, it's basically going out and going on some adventures with Chips, and it's going to be fantastic. And I'm going to bring you guys along every step of the way, which is going to be so much fun. And we're going to go to the coast of North Carolina, to the Outer Banks, and we are going to be enjoying some time out there for a whole week pretty soon. And I'm going to work very hard to make sure that there's plenty of content to cover that time. So it'll still be coming out as usual, and then hopefully we'll have internet access on the island that we're going to be on, so I can upload lots of daily vlogs. We'll probably get like tons of vlogs every day, and probably like this trickle of vlogs after we get back of like, there's alligators there, there's tiger sharks, we can go kayaking, there's all sorts of birds. Painted buntings are there, which are beautiful. Apparently they breed on that island. There's egrets, there's herons, there's pelicans, there's pipers. I love sandpipers. So basically I'm going to have an absolutely amazing time. It's because of you guys that make it possible that I am able to take advantage of these things in life. And again, like last week I was like, it's not like I'm trying to blow a bunch of money. It's just we make a conscious effort to choose what we like. We don't have cable, for instance, and we hardly ever eat out, which really is okay because when you're vegan it's very hard to eat out. But we make a lot of conscious choices that way financially so that we can do the things that matter to us, which are going on these huge adventures. And then we also have to go to Ann Arbor, Michigan. We're going to pop up there for a few days, and I'm going to bring you guys with us on more vlogs because we need to see where the heck we're going to live. Because we're moving there probably in August or September, and I have no idea where we're gonna live yet. Like, we don't know. It's still pretty early, but you know, you can sign a lease for a place pretty early on. But we're gonna go try to find somewhere to live and just enjoy the city as kind of guests and tourists before we move up there for the next 6 or 7 or more years. So this is gonna be really fun. May is gonna be very, very busy, and I hear there's even like rumors and echoes of things happening in June, and maybe even things that may happen in the end of April that have to do with lemurs. So yeah, we're trying to take advantage of what life has to offer and live in the moment right now. And that means a lot of adventures, but I have not forgotten main breadwinner. I have bills, I have responsibilities, and what's most important, other than the bills, because those are very important, you guys. They're really important when you're the one who needs to make sure that they're all paid. And the Chips pays lots of them too, but just I'm like, big chunk is my responsibility right now. So that puts stress on your shoulders, but it's not a bad thing. It's just an adult thing. But anyway, what was I saying? Man, bills can sidetrack me so fast. Yeah, not only am I excited for just like preparing a bunch of content and making sure that it's up there for you guys, for like making sure I can have the bills paid and have people be happy, but because of our community. I realized yesterday opening up the first batch of snail mail, I sat there and looked at it afterward and I was like, wow, these people, I have made this, we've done this, and it was really amazing. It was really amazing. And so I am really excited. I don't know where our adventures will take us months from now. I can't believe we're already at over 3,300 videos. I am constantly in awe of you guys, and I don't ever want to diminish or weaken or slow down or narrow down the connection that we have, which is why I've revived the vlog channel, and I'm trying to really make sure that I keep you guys informed, even when it's kind of embarrassing to get up and go, yeah, I've just been too tired to do much this week. That's not how I want to represent myself, but it feels good just to be able to be honest with you guys so that you know how much you mean to me and how excited I am to tell the adventures. And it's awesome. And now I'm babbling again. But yeah, lemurs are coming up, hopefully. We're going to the islands. We're going to go up to Ann Arbor. I hear there's possibly some stuff happening in June that would be amazing too. And I'm going to bring you guys along on all of it. And that's on top of just all of the daily amazing adventures we have together. And I'm super excited about that. But yeah, so on the note of trying to be more organized, if you guys are really desperate to see a certain series, or you guys have ideas that we could do in certain series, or something that just has been happening lately that you really, really, really loved, like, I don't know, Seri, I really love the idea of you bringing back the side quest in zoo crafting because I miss Zoo Kitchen. Or maybe it's like, Seri, I really, really love Sims 4. I desperately want to see what happens to the Green family. Or if it's things like, Seri, look, I just can't handle if there's not daily warriors. Please, 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 Seri. Then it'll help me to be able to figure out where to go from here, because that's kind of the thing. Like I was saying earlier when I looked at the fan mail yesterday, I was like, I made this. The thing that follows that thought immediately is not just, I made this, but we made this. Because this wouldn't be what it is without you guys. And that's really powerful and awesome. And I'm babbling now. Maybe I'm slightly feverish. I should probably go lay down. Okay, I promise next time we'll talk more about like game related things and things related to the channel, and I'm also going to be working on those Q&As. So yeah, series babbling, birds, hopefully we'll have some fun things on the vlog channel. And if you guys have any questions about anything, how stuff's done in the background, questions about certain series, things you really like, I mean it, if there's something that really grabbed your eye about a certain series that really made you go, man, I really like this, then speak up. Even if it's just like, hey, love that daily Stardew Valley. It's not to like it's not to give Seri pets. It's so that you guys have the opportunity to speak up about the things you love, so that I can know that and I can figure out where we go from here with my wiggly little energy bundle. And all right, so thank you guys so much. I babbled again. It's like a curse. I did my best. And that's all anyone can ask of me. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.